Scooby-Doo star Matthew Lillard joked that he is waiting for a call from James Gunn for a casting in the DCU in any of the superhero movies. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. During the days of making Scooby-Doo, James Gunn and Matthew Lillard had once sat in a trailer with the head of Warner Brothers, who was Lorenzo D. Bonaventura at that time, to talk about a potential movie. Matthew Lillard has been cast in Scream 7, but the actor had originally portrayed the villainous role of Stu Macker in the original 1996 flick, Scream. The actor had also worked alongside DC Studios co-head James Gunn and is now jokingly asking Gunn to give him a call. Having worked with Gunn in the original Scooby-Doo live-action movies back in 2002 and 2004, namely Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed, Lillard portrayed the role of Shaggy in the movies and developed a friendship with Gunn, who had written the screenplay for both movies at the time. During an LA Comic-Con, via Screen Rant, Lillard talked about his friendship with James Gunn and how he would like for Gunn to cast him in the DCU at some point in the future. "I'm in Daredevil next season. I do not wear any lycra. I know you're sad. I have wanted to be in the superhero world. I've wanted to be in, these. I mean, if anyone's curious, if you run into James Gunn, tell him I'm available." He continued, "James Gunn wrote Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. He's one of my dear friends. I keep waiting for that invitation. I don't know if it's lost in the mail, but yeah, I like that." Well, Lillard's quotes aren't entirely based on hope, since the actor and James Gunn had previously discussed working together for a superhero movie that was later acquired by DC Comics. For the unversed, Plastic Man was a superhero published in Quality Comics, which was later acquired by DC Comics. Being one of the first superheroes to incorporate humor into his action, Plastic Man had the powers to stretch to superhuman sizes. Considering Lillard's portrayal of Shaggy, he would have been a good fit for the role of Plastic Man in the movie. Although the idea was later put aside, it seems that Gunn can potentially bring back Plastic Man and Lillard, along with him in the DCU. Gunn had revealed the incident on his X, wherein he talked about the plans he had for making a movie on the character of Plastic Man. "Matt and I sat in a trailer with the head of Warner Brothers, Lorenzo D. Bonaventura, on the set of Scooby-Doo in 2000, and told him we wanted to do Plastic Man with Gunn having a knack for bizarre and obscure characters. It could be a possibility that he would finish his dream of a Plastic Man movie with Matthew Lillard, like they had thought 25 years ago. The DCU is also in dire need of a Joker and other Batman villains like Scarecrow and even the Riddler. Hence, Lillard's casting in the DCU wouldn't be so bad, after all. On the contrary, it would actually enhance DCU's standing against other cinematic universes. The rest remains in James Gunn's wise decisions. Do you think Matthew Lillard would be a good fit for the DCU? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed are available to rent on Apple TV, USA. Considering the range of the actor, there are a ton of characters that Matthew Lillard could potentially portray in the DCU if James Gunn were to include him. From roles like the murderous Stu Macker in Scream to Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, Matthew Lillard would be a good fit for several characters in the DCU, like the Joker, Scarecrow, the Riddler, or even Plastic Man. For the unversed, Plastic Man was a superhero published in Quality Comics, which was later acquired by DC Comics. Being one of the first superheroes to incorporate humor into his action, Plastic Man had the powers to stretch to superhuman sizes. Considering Lillard's portrayal of Shaggy, he would have been a good fit for the role of Plastic Man in the movie. Although the idea was later put aside, it seems that Gunn can potentially bring back Plastic Man and Lillard, along with him in the DCU. James Gunn shares updates on the Authority's future, confirming challenges with solo films but promising their appearance in the DCU. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. James Gunn recently gave fans a massive update about the future of the DC Universe. Speaking with Deadline, the director and DC CEO reflected on Justice League's rival, the Authority characters, and whether their project is moving forward. While Gunn confirmed the project is still happening, he also noted that they probably won't be getting their solo films. "There's someone who is a really good creator who talked to me the other day. I'm probably not going to do certain movies with characters who, audiences, don't know. It's harder to get people in the theater for that kind of thing." The Superman filmmaker explained that it's much harder to convince audiences to go to theaters for characters they don't know well. So, while the Authority characters will get adapted soon, they may not headline movies on their own. Instead, they will likely appear in projects led by popular heroes like Superman or perhaps of shows like Peacemaker. James Gunn addressed the James Gunn shares updates on the Authority's future, confirming challenges with solo films but promising their appearance in the DCU now, although the update surrounding the Authority project was one of the biggest surprises for fans, because unlike Superman or Batman, these characters are not very well known to the general public. People still took it sportingly. However, by February 24, 2025, Gunn confirmed that the project had been delayed, via IGN. Honestly, Authority's been the one that's been the hardest, both because of the shifting overall story and because of getting it right in a world with the boys and a world with all the things that the Authority influenced that came out after it. And also having a lot of characters that we've fallen in love with that we've already filmed and have that we want to continue their stories and see them meet each other. So I will admittedly say it's a little bit more on the back burner right now. Since then, there has not been much progress on the Authority movie. While characters like the Engineer appeared in Gunn's Superman, the full team has yet to make it to the big screen. Furthermore, this lack of updates has fans wondering whether the movie has been delayed or even cancelled. Many believe the project is simply too tricky to handle at this stage. Well, the topic of the Authority characters appearing in the DCU first began on January 31, 2023, when James Gunn announced the first part of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Later, in December 2023, he even responded to a fan confirming that the characters are yet to be cast, but a writer is on board, via comic book movie. Meanwhile, you might wonder, what's so different about the Authority that even James Gunn is finding it hard to integrate them into the DCU? Well, in the DC Comics, the Authority is basically a team of misfit superheroes created after the destruction of Stormwatch, another group that used to protect Earth from alien threats. James Gunn himself admitted that it has been a challenge to fit the Authority into the wider DCU. He told the New Blurred Order that since the Authority's tone and style are very different from other heroes, it's been a little bit of a challenge simply because integrating them with the DCU has been a difficult thing to do. However, since the project is not cancelled yet, fans believe there's still hope. Among them are the Engineer, aka Angela Spica, who has liquid metal running through her veins, and the Doctor, aka Jeroen Thorndike, a magician with access to Earth's spiritual energy. Then there are Apollo and Midnighter, two heroes often compared to Superman and Batman, but with more brutal methods. The table contains details about the Authority characters and their powers. Jenny Sparks, former Stormwatch teammate and one of the survivors, formed the team of the Authority with her old allies, Swift and Jack Hawksmoor. Together, they decided the world still needed defenders, but with a different approach. So, the new team is made up of powerful and unique characters. None of these characters plays by the rules, Gunn defends which casual makes them viewers stand out, saying they easily accept multiple and unconventional methods and also that teases a balanced take on DCU's traditional heroes.